Okay, so you already know that this lab is really about what the history major is and what you can do with this. So in our first module, what we're going to do is look at a few of those specific questions. So it's interesting that there are so many things you get to learn about when you're a history major, and they're not all exactly the topic of your course. So you could take, say, a Roman Republic course and learn about the Roman Republic, but in the process, you'll be learning a lot of other skills that will help you later on when you go off to find a job or go to graduate school or whatever you end up doing after you get your BA in history. Some of these things I've listed here. You will certainly develop skills in doing research, which I think is one of the most exciting things about being a history major is having a question that you're trying to figure out and then doing the research to answer it. Sorry about that. Of course, in the process, what you'll be doing to do the research is you'll be learning how to write. Now, I know that you've taken a couple of courses in your general education career on how to write. We'll certainly be expanding that in your history courses. You'll also be learning how to analyze different materials. So this could be primary sources, which are texts written during the time period you're studying, or even analyzing secondary sources, which are written about the topic you are studying, for example, by a modern scholar. And of course, you have to learn how to interpret the data that you're looking at, whether that's archaeology or texts or whatever it is that your professor wants you to look at. And of course, communicate, which includes writing, but you'll also be doing some oral reports in your class. You'll certainly be doing a few of those in this one as well. And these are all important because they are looked for by employees. So part of what we'll be looking at in this particular module is a list of career paths that history graduates have taken from our own program. And as you look through that, notice what a wide range of careers people have chosen from. So we're also going to look at what employers are looking at. And I just gave you a few things that you'll be learning about in your course. And these are things that are specifically looked at by employers. And these aren't employers looking for history majors in particular. These are employers looking for anybody graduating from the university. We'll also look at professional organizations. So that's always important when you are starting up your career to get connected to people who are also interested in the same topic. So when you start looking at these, you'll find that you can find professional history organizations for most topics, like the Roman Republic or the Roman Empire, or the modern study of Russia. Whatever it is, you can find historical associations. And for students, usually the memberships are free, so it wouldn't hurt to start looking around, sign up for a few, and see what they end up doing. And of course, you've already started to do this. One of the main goals of this course is to have you get to know both the department and your classmates. Now, as I mentioned, there's over 40 students in this particular course. A lot of these students you are going to be taking other courses with, because you're probably going to be following the same kind of trajectory for graduation. So it's important to connect with your classmates now and then become friends over time. And of course, by the end of this module, you should be able to do a number of different things. You should be able to describe at least one skill, and I just went through a whole bunch of them. Hopefully you'll be able to describe all of those. Identify one possible career option. Now, as I mentioned, there are lots. These include anything from teaching to law degree to public service and so on. So there are lots of professional areas that you can go into. And of course, the biggest goal is to feel oriented in this particular program and know where to go if there are questions or have the answers because you've already taken the course.